Welcome to the third Housing Cafe, organised by NETRALT, North East Tenants, Residents and Landlords together. Established in 2011, we are an award-winning body working to encourage and promote customer involvement as well as sharing best practice in the North East of Scotland. The group meets on a regular basis and our customers are involved in planning our events from the start. This is one of the main reasons for our success. Our cafes are a fun and innovative way to engage with tenants and residents on subjects which would otherwise be considered quite dry. They're very informal and it's great getting to know staff and customers of your own landlord and others by chatting and mingling in a relaxed atmosphere when the cafe opens its doors. Led by a maitre d', the cafe theme continues with diners choosing a starter, main course and dessert from our exciting menu of discussion topics.
We are going to be keeping to a coffee theme this morning. Thus the bow tie and my role as maitre d'.
You're leading the light in Scotland because I know that the Charter Cafe idea has been pinched by at least one other organisation. Fife springs to mind, but there are other ones. So you're doing something very, very right here. Congratulations. Keep it going. Really like your options because I thought about the first option was clubbing. Oh, sorry, it's a club sandwich. So what makes a satisfied customer? And I was worrying if the sherry trifle was instilling some antisocial behaviour in people because they kind of OD'd on the sherry trifle. The meal deal, value for money, what you pay for, and nowadays anyone going to the meal deal, you will know you have to pay an extra 5 pence for the bag to get in there. The pick and mix, you can move, you know your options. I tend to just pick the chocolate ones, and similar with sweet and sour. I have a bit of a problem about looking after my figure and being tempted by the chocolate and the nuts. And the cheese board selection, it's all light, but there's going to be some serious discussions going on.
The theme of this housing cafe is our first performance reports to the tenants on the Charter. It follows on from our first cafe, where we discussed the Charter outcomes. At this cafe, diners chatted about the annual return on the Charter, the ARC, which social landlords have to submit to the Scottish Housing Regulator. Each table has a facilitator to ensure that there is lots of discussion, but also importantly to make sure that everyone has their say. There is also an expert on each subject, for example, a repairs officer at the cheese board table to answer any technical queries about repairs and maintenance, and a city warden at the sherry trifle table to answer questions on their role dealing with antisocial behaviour. The discussions are wide-ranging and informative and are recorded by a scribe so that all the information can be fed back to the group and most importantly to all the landlords to be used. It is an excellent way to get feedback from tenants on how we are performing and whether or not the standard of services we provide are meeting their expectations, as well as to find out how landlords can learn from each other. We get real-time feedback about the housing cafes through a final fun interactive session using electronic voting. This once again showed that everyone was satisfied with their meal and 99% enjoyed their dining experience. We launched our housing cafes in 2013 following the introduction of the new Scottish Social Housing Charter. Through the cafes, we aim to achieve the Charter's outcome in respect to customers working with their landlords to influence and improve the quality and value of the service we provide. Our approach to participation has been recognised as good practice by the Scottish Housing Regulator, Scottish Government and tenant organisations.
I've learned things from the discussions that I'll be taking back to the regulator in Glasgow and teasing out with some colleagues about how we can improve our performance. So thank you very much. Please invite me again. I enjoy these events.
Is that we can all learn from each other, and I think that's one of the key benefits which will come from today, by sharing experience, by sharing best practice, and also by identifying where the problems are and what we can do to address them individually or collectively. So that's all good stuff. I'd like to thank particularly all the tenants who have come here today. Great atmosphere and a great day. So thanks very much to you and to everyone else, and we'll see you soon, I hope, at the next event, and have a safe journey home. Thank you.
We're busy planning our next event, so please visit our website and like us on Facebook to find out more about our future activities.